I made what to me was a very important post yesterday on Facebook, and apparently people agreed. I had over 400 likes in less than 24 hours. I had over 80 shares in less than 24 hours, and for me, I'm not a famous celebrity, at least yet anyways, that's a lot. And so first I wanted to acknowledge and thank everyone that participated in that for the support, for the likes, for the shares. I obviously am deeply committed and passionately engaged in belief of what I live for and what I do. But it's really great to see that support. With that being said, I wanted to take this time to really clarify what the post was about, because ultimately, again, everything is all part of it. Doesn't really matter what happens. I'm gonna keep living the way I do live regardless. But ultimately, I didn't achieve what it was that I was wanting to achieve through that post. And so I wanted to go into a little bit more depth of what's really going on. So I've recently embraced an opportunity, a writing opportunity. And it's a writing opportunity where I get to do what I do anyways, which is put together inspiring, revolutionary, cutting edge knowledge, information, insight, consciousness into articles, into blog posts, and share that with people. I've been doing this for many years. I've written a book. So I've put out a lot of content, I've put out a lot of media. For the most part, most of all the content that I've ever done, I haven't been paid for. Even my book, the amount of copies that I've given away versus the amount of copies that have been bought or donated for is much more so. So again, that's fine. I'm totally committed to my ideals. I really don't need money, as I've proven. I don't know anybody, including homeless people, including people in third world countries that spend or waste less money than I do. So I don't need money, but the truth is that I am living for a greater purpose, a greater cause. And the 40,000 meals that I'm feeding, the people that I'm housing, clothing, sheltering, educating, it does require resources to do that. And so I'm investing those resources to help even more people. So I made this post, and obviously a lot of people agree and are inspired by what I do and how many people I help. But what I really wanted was for people to read the article, right, that I wrote, and to upvote that article, because every single upvote that I get for that article, I get paid for. And it's really fantastic because no one has to buy anything, no one has to donate anything, not any money, not any materials. All it is a short amount of time, to press upvote. If you want to, make a comment and support, then that's fantastic. But ultimately, every single upvote I get is going to be, I'm going to be compensated for, right? So it's really fantastic because people can support me. I can be compensated. The purpose, the cause can be compensated without anybody having to pay any money, right? And I still get to share the knowledge. I still get to share the insight. I still get to share the, the power of what it is that I'm aware of or what it is that I'm doing. And so I got a lot of shares. I got a lot of likes on Facebook, but only 20 of those 400 likes actually converted to upvotes on the article that I wrote. So 20 out of 400, and then, with 80 shares, I mean, realistically, there was thousands of people, right, that saw this post. And, again, only 20 people actually upvoted it. So, again, I'm grateful for the support, but ultimately it didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, which was to get people to actually read the article and to support the actual article itself. The Facebook post was to support the article. And I got a lot of support for the Facebook post, but basically no support for the article itself. And, again, ultimately, I'm not asking for anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. I'm not asking for anybody to spend time on something they don't want to spend their time on. So the platform that I'm writing for is Steemit, and it does require an account to upvote on Steemit. But one of the articles, I wrote 2 articles, and I spent quite a few hours writing these articles. One of the articles that I wrote was everything you need to know in order to, have a productive and easy time starting an account with Steemit. And you don't need an account to read that article. So part of the reason why I wrote that article was so that I could share that article to the Facebook post that got seen by thousands of people, right? That got liked by hundreds of people, that got shared, many times, and give people an opportunity to read that article and be like, oh, this is pretty easy, this is how it goes, right? Because I know new things, are scary, new things are difficult, new things are hard, the unknown, blah, blah, blah. I'm aware of that, but that's why I wrote the article, is to give you some assurance. There's no risk. There's way less risk in creating an account for Steemit than there is Facebook. There's really no account that you can create that's going to have more risk to your identity, to your information, to your personal content than a Facebook account. Okay, so there's no risk. You don't have to enter any kind of private information. In fact, you actually have to have a Facebook account or a Reddit account in order to get an account immediately, because all it does is affirm that you're a real person and not some sort of a bot, and you're approved. You get your account. So that's pretty easy. The next step is you do have to set a password for that account, and this is the only part that's potentially difficult or potentially really scary or whatever, but I also addressed that in the post. Because of the platform, they require great security, because it's not just an article writing site. It's not just a social media site. It's actually it's also an economy. If you ever heard of Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency, this is a whole nother article in and of itself, which I'm also working on as well. But everyone that has an account, not only can they give compensation, right, for all their upvotes, but they can also receive compensation for any comment that they make, or any article that they create as well through their article. So it's a wallet, it's a bank, right, as well, and so they have a great amount of security. So they have randomly generated passcodes, and there are all sorts of like lowercase, uppercase, number passcodes. But all you have to do is copy that code, paste it into your password, take a screenshot so that you have a record, right, of that passcode. That way, if you somehow forget it, or if you don't stay logged in, you have some sort of a document, because you're not going to be able to remember it, right? So you take a screenshot of it, you write it down, some sort of a two-phased remembering process, and then you just paste it, right? You just paste it into the password box. You click affirm or create or log in or whatever that is. It sets your password, and then of course you have the option, your computer or your phone will say, do you want this password to be saved? I myself choose it to be saved, otherwise I've got to input that long password every single time I want to log in. And then you also have the option for it to keep you logged in. I also choose that as well, keep me logged in, because I'm on there on a fairly regular basis. Most people that are on Facebook with any sort of app, they're logged in all the time. So, it's pretty standard. It's really pretty standard stuff. And again, this is way more secure than Facebook is, so there's no risk there. It's actually very simple. So you copy the code, you paste the code, you take a screenshot of that code, you write the code down, some sort of document of that. That way you don't lose your code, because you can't recover your code. But again, even if you lose your account, right, which is the worst thing that can happen, you somehow forget your password or you lose your password, even if you lose your account, it's not like you lose any money. It's not like you lose anything. You can just create another account. And even if you're someone like me who made $1,000 from their articles or from their posts, right, even if I were to lose that, yeah, it would suck. But it's $1,000 that I got paid, right, for writing something that I'm going to write anyways, for curating content that I'm going to do anyways. I mean, I'm not doing this to get paid, as I've already proven, right? For 12 years, I've spent less money than anybody I know. For 12 years, I've been helping as many people as I possibly can. For 12 years, I've been feeding people for free. For 12 years, I've been building the most, sustainable organization in the country, right? So I'm not doing this for money, but I'm choosing to do this on this platform because I can get compensated. I can get paid. So it's all just bonus. It's just pure bonus. So if I do lose it, yeah, it sucks, but it's free. It's free money for something I'd be doing anyways. It's not like I'm putting on a suit or going and working for a boss or the man or paying taxes or doing anything that I disagree with. I'm doing things that are for the cause, right? And I'm getting paid. I'm getting that for free. So again, there is no real risk, okay? And I just want to make this really clear. So then the question is if that's the case, then why did I only get 20, right, upvotes from a post that was seen by thousands of people that hundreds of people, liked and shared? And, again, I don't want to come to conclusions, or assumptions per se, but that's the question that needs to be asked. And there's all sorts of different answers. But ultimately what that means is that people cared enough to, on Facebook, click like, which takes, 2.1 seconds. But they didn't care enough to take 3 minutes to make an account and 30 seconds to click upvote. And if that's the case, then that's the case. Again, I don't want anybody to do anything that they don't care about. But I'm not going to get paid because you like my Facebook picture, you like my Facebook post. I'm only going to get paid, and therefore the cause is only going to be funded if you create an account and you upvote the actual article on the actual platform that it was created, which is Steemit. So Steemit is really awesome. It really is revolutionary, and that was the other article that I wrote. And I hope people read these articles because, again, you don't even have to have an account to read these articles. So even if you didn't take the time to create an account and upvote it, I really hope you read these articles regardless because it's really, really powerful. It really is revolutionary. And there's a lot to go into, and I don't want to go into all the details of it. But just suffice to say, it is a social media platform very similar to Reddit, if you've ever used that or ever heard of that. It's predominantly based around, more like serious content versus, like, oh, I woke up at 11 a.m. today, or, oh, the sky is, getting dark, or, oh, it's raining out, or, oh, I wonder what I'm going to do today, right? It's not like the Facebook, right? It's based on, serious content. It's based on, really curating real works, really bringing something to the table, and that's why you get paid for it. But you don't have to do that in order to use it. You can still just support people like myself, and there's all sorts of other people that are curating really valuable content as well. So you don't have to create really valuable content, and if you want, you can post whatever you want. If you have friends or if you have followers, you can have followers just like you can on Facebook, and if people want to follow you, and if you want to post, oh, it's getting dark out, or I'm going to have ribs for dinner, or whatever it is, you can still do that. You're probably not going to get paid very much for creating those articles or for creating that content, but that's okay because on Facebook you get paid nothing. See, that's the thing, is it doesn't matter how many likes you get, it doesn't matter how many shares you get, it doesn't matter how valuable the post is on Facebook, you get nothing, right? Facebook is making billions and billions of dollars a year off of my content, off of your content, off of our content, and we're getting paid nothing for it. Right? In fact, on top of that, they're taking our content and they're using it for other purposes to make even more money. Right? And so that's one of the really great things, and I write about this in my article, that makes it so great, is that it is a social media platform, but it's a social media platform that doesn't have censoring. Right? There is no Facebook community standards. Right? You can post whatever it is you want. It's not going to be taken down. It's not going to be deleted. And what's really amazing is that the whole platform, it's called a blockchain, the whole blockchain is transparent, meaning anybody that knows anything about coding or computering or whatever can actually go in and look, right? Can look at what's happening in the blockchain. It's all transparent. In Facebook, it's not transparent at all. You really have no idea. There's only a select few people that actually know what's going on behind the scenes. Right? So it's very transparent, which means that we'll always know what the platform is really doing, which again is less risk and more secure for us. And the other really amazing thing is again that you're getting paid, and you're getting paid in what they call a cryptocurrency, which is not a fiat currency. And again, it's a big topic. I don't know how many people know about what cryptocurrencies are, or what even a fiat currency is. But the United States dollar is a fiat currency. The pound, is a fiat currency. Pretty much all the currencies of any major country is a fiat currency, meaning it has no real value, it has no gold backing. It's just it's a fractional reserve banking system where a select few people are making all the money, and they're really just printing this money, and people are giving their time and their goods for this money. And the whole thing could collapse at any time, or it could be devalued at any time. So if you've ever heard of Bitcoin, this is linked up with Bitcoin. So they've created their own currency, their own value, which is called Steem, right? And that Steem can be literally converted through their site, through their wallet, to Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin can literally be turned into almost every single currency on Earth, or you can actually just go online and buy all sorts of things. You can buy almost anything now online with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is worth way more than the US dollar is, and the value of it is kind of like gold. Like, it just keeps going up, it keeps going up, it's worth more and more and more and more. Like, people that got into Bitcoin when it first came about have made, 7,000% on their initial investment. Right? Big time profits, big time gains. So, there's a lot going on with this platform. It's really valuable, it's really important. I'm writing about it because it's important, and this is only the beginning of what I'm writing about. I'm going to curate all sorts of other posts about all sorts of other things: health, parenting, relationships, spirituality, consciousness, sustainability, law, everything that's important. I'm going to be creating powerful articles about, so that I can share it with people. So that I can share it with people for free, so that you don't have to buy a book, so that you don't have to pay for it. And I have the opportunity to be compensated for it. And yes, you can read the articles without signing up for an account and without upvoting it, but I don't get compensated for that. So I just wanted to be clear on this. Really sort of put that out there, and really bring to the table what's going on. The last point I guess I need to make is that every article that gets posted or published to Steemit only has a 12-hour window to make money. So that means that I only have 12 hours from the time that I publish it to the time it no longer makes money. So if you go tomorrow and create an account and upvote this, I don't get compensated for it. And I would say if there's a downfall to this platform, that's the one thing that I really don't like about it so far. The reason why they do that is to encourage, fresh content, and to encourage promotion. If you only have 12 hours to get your article read, you're going to promote it, right? So it's sort of an immediacy type thing, and I can see why that works. It's not really good for me, and it's not good for a lot of people, because it sort of discourages spending a vast amount of time creating a long-term sustainable article. But again, what's really cool about this whole platform is that it can change. And it's really the people that are involved now, such as myself and a lot of other people that I know, that are going to influence the change. It's still only in its beta stages. It's only been around for a few months. The amount of people that are signing up is skyrocketing. The value of the company is skyrocketing. It's got a mass amount of potential. I really am excited about it. I think it's really fantastic. Again, nothing's perfect, but that's the fact. So if you do want to support the articles, then you have to create an account and you have to upvote it within the first 12 hours. So even if that doesn't happen today with these articles, I wanted to put that out there, make that clear, so that the future articles that I do post, you can, sort of know that if you do want to support it, which I hope you do, that you have 12 hours to do that in order for me to be compensated. So I feel like I've, really gone on quite enough to make the point that I really want to make. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you read those articles. I hope your life is better than ever, and I hope you enjoy the future articles that I am already writing and that I will be writing and that will be coming to Steemit in the near future. Bless.